What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we have some wicked news to talk about today. Of course, they officially announced the Brook and Frankie V2 Sugo Fest, as well as like a bunch of other campaign events, and we also had the community event, the community update video come out yesterday or the day prior, where they said that, in that video, we're going to be getting up to 100 as the maximum free legends, and today they officially announced how that event is going to work, so we'll be talking about that in this video today. Before we get to that though, the Sugo Fest, of course, 10% chance to get a legend. We already knew this, and what they've said here in this Sugo Fest is that there is going to be 30 available legends on part 1 and then 20 available legends on parts 2 and 3. I've already talked about it. Like, this is not worth pulling on, considering the fact that the 8th anniversary is the 12th of May. They officially announced it in the news today as well, that the 8th anniversary is going to be the 12th of May. They've put it out there. We know it's coming, we know it's going to be a Super Sugo Fest, and we know it's going to be a crazy set of characters. It is your fault if you do decide to pull here. I do not suggest pulling on this banner. These units, while they seem interesting, I don't think they're going to be that exciting moving forward into the future. I mean, Frankie's going to be okay, I think, because of his utility captain effect and a very good special, but it's the type of character that you can just hybrid, very well with. So, you can just rely on other people to pull him for you, but remember, these characters are regular batch legends that are going to be on just about every ticket moving forward that we get. So it's not a big problem if you do miss out on these characters, trust me. But yeah, pretty typical stuff. I mean, the characters available are interesting, at least. Myself, personally, I will be doing a couple of pulls on part 2. I'll be doing like 3 multis, like no more than that, because Frankie and Kinemon and Denjiro are both available on that part, so that's the one I'm personally going for. But, as I said, I'm only doing a couple of multis. I'm not going crazy on a banner like this. Scrolling past that though, we have the Rainbow Gem sale announced, and they did announce that there's going to be a 275 Rainbow Gem pack, and you can purchase it up to 2 times. I think this one is usually costing like, around $100 to $150. It depends on where you are in the world. It's a pretty expensive pack. They got a 200 gem pack as well, the one with the limited pool and a Pirate Rumble exclusive only character. That's pretty interesting. I might purchase this just to see if I can get my hands on something good. I don't know how limited this pool is going to be. If I had to take a stab at it, I would say it would be probably 12 to 24 months limited. We'll have to wait and see. 120 gem pack and pretty typical stuff. The 10 gem pack, I believe this is the one that's like really cheap, like $1 or something like that. So this is always worth picking up. If you can only spend $2 and you get 20 rainbow gems, and I'm talking about USD, that's definitely well worth it. So the gem packs, I mean, that's one good thing I can say about Treasure Cruise throughout 2022 so far, is that while a lot of components of the game have been underwhelming or not very exciting at all, one thing that we can say is that the gem packs have been very, very good, so shout out to them for that, but we just want some of the other components of the game to be brought up along with this. Down below here, we've got the Triceratops Armored Division, so we've got the Sasaki event, starting also March 26th. For the first 3 days of the event, this event will have double Pirate EXP, and this event itself will reward you with more EXP than usual outside of this period. So basically, for the first 3 days, you're getting like an ultra amount of EXP from this event. And this is definitely worth doing, because in this event where you get your hands on all of these free legend tickets, it is based on your pirate level. So any opportunity that you have to earn more pirate EXP during the whole month of April is definitely worth taking part in. And of course, this is just our regular point farming event, so when you clear it, you get an extra bounty added to your account, and you also get the Sasaki limit break materials. But there's a bunch of rewards, like pretty typical stuff. Like there is a legend ticket, there are cotton candy, and all the typical stuff that you would expect from these point farming events. And then the boosted units are going to be the new batch. You've got Orochi, you've got the Sasaki character is boosted himself, and then a very long list of 1.1 times point boosters. We also have a login bonus here for the event period as well. So you log in 15 days total, and it will net you an additional 20 rainbow gems. So definitely keep logging in every day. Keep logging in every day between now and just the anniversary, because there's going to be lots of stuff coming. One thing that we can also assume is that there's probably going to be another batch at the end of April, and there's likely going to be like a pre-anniversary Sugo Fest before the 12th of May that typically has a pretty good step-ups. That's what I'm assuming is going to be happening at this point, so do keep that in mind. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there is another type of legend along the way, whether it be a treasure map legend or a Kizuna legend. I would probably expect one of those to happen, but again, we'll have to wait and see what they're actually got in store. But this is the one that we've been waiting for. Thank you for playing OPTC Pirate Level Achievement Gifts 2022. So this is what we were talking about. Depending on your pirate level, you're going to be getting some pretty crazy legend tickets. In terms of the amount, the sheer quantity of tickets here is pretty absurd. Now what happens is whatever pirate level that you are currently at as of May 8th at midnight, so basically moving into May 9th, at the end of May 8th, whatever your pirate level is where the cutoff point is. So before that point, you want to be farming up as much EXP as possible. The legend ticket distribution caps out at level 1000. So if you're already at pirate level 1000, you can't even get any more rewards than what you're already going to receive. So farming for additional EXP past that point, it doesn't really matter. Personally, I'll probably still try and farm up a few levels because, you know, maybe later on down the line, maybe next year or something, they might up this to like 1100 or 1200 or something. So you just never know if they continue to do this, that is. The legend tickets you get is based on your pirate level by that point. Legend tickets will be distributed on the 10th of May. So that is also a thing as well, is that while we are getting a crap load of legend tickets, we have to wait until the 10th of May to get them. So that is obviously, you know, kind of annoying. From the anniversary campaign, from April to May, there will be events that will help raise your pirate level. So we already saw that with the Sasaki event. For the first 3 days, you get like double EXP, and then the event itself just generates you more EXP this time around. So I'm expecting other events throughout this month to do the same. Probably for Treasure Map as well, you probably get more EXP. Probably for Kizuna. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, but I'm sure that they're going to have a lot of different events along the way to help us out. Now, about the legend tickets, you are going to receive up to 100 legend tickets based on your pirate level. If you are not at least level 100 by the deadline, you will not be eligible for any rewards. Level 100 is like super easy to do. You can literally do it in like less than 20 minutes, I feel. Like level 100 is very, very easy to achieve. Certain legend tickets will be limited to pools based on when they're released on the Japanese version, okay? And we'll be going through as to what characters are available at each point. But you can see that Ticket A is going to be any legend released in 2021, Ticket B is 2020, Ticket C is 18 to 19, and Ticket D is the start of the game until 2017. So depending on what bracket of ticket you receive, these are the type of characters that you're going to be getting. Now, one thing to note is that characters that are restricted to Super Sugo Fests, Kizuna Sugo Fest, Treasure Map, Pirate Rumble, all those limited legends are not going to be in these pools. And obviously, as you can tell, there are no characters that you can get from 2022, meaning no Cat Dog, Odin and Kinemon, the new Brook and Frankie, and you know, anything else that happens to come out between now and this point, right? So you can't get any of those characters, which is a little bit disheartening. It would have been awesome if that was the case. But one thing I do want to say to you guys is that this event, and the reason why they're doing this, a lot of people don't realize as to why this is happening and why they're not able to get some more newer characters, is because this whole event is structured to be used with level limit break, which is the new system coming out at the end of April, we assume, right before the anniversary, where you have to use duplicates of your characters to unlock level limit break. And of course, legends are one of the hardest characters to achieve or to get a hold of in the game, so they're giving everyone a vast amount of legend tickets to help level limit break these characters, because I would assume some of these legends are going to be useful in the upcoming Grand Voyage game mode. So by giving everyone a really vast array of tickets, it's going to give you the opportunity to do some level limit breaking for your characters. Now, we don't know what level limit break is going to entail and how you do it exactly and what kind of buffs you get from it, but having all these dupes is definitely going to help. So every time you reach another bracket of 100, you get an additional 10 legend tickets. One of the tickets will be from Ticket A, and then 3 of the tickets will be B, C, and D, and you'll see it in a little bit here. There'll also be additional rewards for every 10th pirate level. Not really too sure what that means exactly. The numbers displayed below give the total amount of each ticket you'll receive at each threshold. So if you're only level 100, between 1 and 199, you're going to get 1 ticket of the bracket A and 3 of each of B, C, and D, right? So you've got 3 of each of B, C, and D, which is 9 total tickets, and then you've got 1, which gives you 10, right? So you've got 1 and 9, 10 total tickets for level 100, and every time you reach a new bracket of 100, you receive an additional 10 of each of these characters. So you've got level 200, where you get 6 and then 2, but of course, if you, depending on your pirate level, you can go all the way up to 1000, which is very difficult to achieve, by the way. I personally am pirate level 1000, and it was very difficult to do. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to get to that point. So I would say if you are like early 900s, it's going to be pretty tough to get to 1000. I think if you're early 800s, there's definitely an opportunity for you to jump up into 900. But from early 900s to 1000 is extremely difficult to do. But if you do make it to pirate level 1000, you get 10 tickets of ticket A, which, reminding you guys, is a 2021 legend. And then you've got 30 tickets of B, C, and D, which is so many. I mean, 30 each of these, like, that is absolutely bonkers. And we can have a look here real quick in terms of the characters that are available. So ticket D is the characters that I think a lot of people are going to get access to. So there are definitely some very good characters in here. You've got Rayleigh, you've got Corazon, you've got V1 Doflamingo, very good for PvP. You've got Buggy if you don't have him yet. I mean, support Akainu is really nice to have for sure. Support Bartolomeo, very nice. Neko has a good support as well. This Law has an okay support. V2 Rayleigh is pretty good in PvP. Old school Shirahoshi is still kind of nice. Like, there are a couple of key characters in here that are not that bad at all, right? And then you go over to ticket C in this bracket right here. You've got like a couple of more newer-ish characters. Of course, V1 Kaido, Bullet, the V1 Shirahoshi Manshiri, VV Rebecca, Sober Mask, Legend Chopper, Halloween Ace. I think Halloween Ace is very underrated, and I think if he ever gets a 6+, he's going to be absolutely busted. Who else do you got? You've got Whitebeard Marco, who isn't that good. Tezora's got a good support. The V1, or V2, should I say, V2 of Akainu, and V2 Aokiji, which remember we did get from Pirate Rumble, but these characters could potentially be getting Super Evolution soon. V2 Shanks doesn't have a Super Evolution yet. Would love to see that. Legend Carrot as well. Legend Jack if you don't have him. Cracker. There's a good batch of characters here. And then Ticket B, of course, is a lot more newer. Got some very good characters in here. This is the introduction of super typing into the game. You got some of the super types, the earlier super types. You got V2 Vivi Rebecca and V2 Shirahoshi Manshiri. Kaido versus Big Mom. So these three brackets of tickets, these are the ones that you get the most of, right? So if you're missing any characters from here, like that, you get a very good opportunity to pull some of those. And then ticket A, this is the bracket of characters that you're not going to get that many of, and you can only get up to a maximum of 10 of each of these ones. Now there are some very good characters in here though. You got King and Queen, which are huge highlights. Vivi and Reiju. You've got the super class in Doflamingo and Katakuri. Robert and Jinbei I think are super solid. Halloween Perona is really nice. Ulti Page 1, very solid to have. Whitebeard versus Shanks, one of the best legends in the game. Akainu versus Ace, one of the best legends in the game. And then you got V3 Blackbeard just kind of chilling here. He's the GOAT. But anyways, that is the list of all of the characters that you can receive from these tickets. Of course, it is a huge shame that we can't get access to Super Sugos or the Kizuna, Pirate Rumble, Treasure Map characters. Would have been a nice addition to these tickets, but as I said in the community update video, in the reaction of that video, due to the sheer quantity of characters that we're receiving, I do understand why the tickets are not like super duper bonkers crazy. I think it's very fair, and remember that this whole system is built to be used with level limit break, and that is why they're giving away so many of these tickets. So pulling dupes is, they're encouraging that. They want you to pull dupes to feed them for level limit break eventually when that does arrive with the next version update, likely late April / early May. So that is going to wrap it up from me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and hopefully you guys understand what's coming, so make sure to go ahead and get farming up with your pirate level. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.